Hello, my name is Robert Smith. I am the webmaster for a website called our4boys.com. Decided to do a little web blog this afternoon. I don't do very many of these. Usually it's my wife who does most of the writing and any video blogs we do on that site. Today I'm doing it from the front seat of my truck. I'm going to casually just drive around town and keep the little one back here occupied so Mom can do a little cleaning. We do a lot of driving around with little Maxwell because it seems to really calm him down. But what I'm talking about today is something that happened here about a week and a half ago. Nothing really bad, but it kind of gave me an idea of maybe there's a small misperception or maybe I'm not communicating to my friends the seriousness of my son's situation. Maxwell back here is 7 years old, severely autistic. He's not verbal and he's not potty trained and he wants to be naked all the time. He has quite a few self-injurious behaviors that he manifests upon himself and others. So that being said, something happened here a week ago. What it was I posted a video on Facebook. And the video it was a funny one. It was nothing bad or anything like that. It was a video of a person, a male who was mentally unstable, butt-ass naked, and trying to be in the process of being detained by the police. Now, what was funny about it was that there were 4 or 5 police officers, and this man, being naked and covered in sweat or whatever fluid, was able to fight off 4 or 5 police officers by just wiggling around, rolling over, and eventually they lost their grip on him and he was able to get up and run away. Well, I commented on that video. My comment was, this is what it was like, or what it is like, to get Max dressed whenever we want to go somewhere. And innocently enough, some people made some comments. One gentleman commented that, I've had that problem with my little one too. But what I do is I send him to school with his socks on over his shoes and crazy stuff, and he comes back the next day. We don't have a problem because he thinks his dad is just a complete fashion failure. Well, I wasn't commenting about the fact that I couldn't get him dressed because he's a kid who doesn't like to be dressed or is being lazy, doesn't want to go to school. My comment was solely on the fact that we have a hard time getting him dressed because he's so strong and so limber. So a few days ago, I shot video of our attempts to get him dressed, and it's kind of interesting. Now, to give a little backstory here, Max, like I said, I told you all about him and his condition. Up till, I'd say, 6 months ago, we didn't have as much problem getting him dressed because he was at the point where you sat him down in a chair by the front door. That was a clue to him that we were going somewhere, and we were able to put a pull-up on him and put like shorts and t-shirt on him, and he was fine. He would stay dressed the whole time we were gone. And then sometime in the past 6 months, he regressed. And now he just wants to be naked all the time. And it was so bad that for a while there, during my last overseas trip, my wife could never go anywhere. She couldn't go shopping or anything. She had to have her mother come over and sit with him just so she could run out and get food, because he was so impossible to get dressed with. It just couldn't happen. So I shot this video of our attempts to get him into this little blue kind of a unisuit thing. It's very sheer fabric, so he can wear it outside. He can go swimming in it, and it's not quite so intense on his skin. A lot of autistic children, they are very sensitive to lights, textures, tastes, and sounds, feeling on their skin, and we think that's part of what he's going through. Is just his skin. The sense of clothes on his skin is just so overwhelming for him. That's just a possibility. Or maybe he just likes to be naked. We don't really know. So I shot this video, and it's playing now. I just it's interesting to me that there are 3 grown people in this video, okay? There's myself, there's my wife, Amy, and there is his therapist, Alex, who comes out every day, 5 days a week, to work with Max several hours a day, and he also works with his older brother, Chris, Max's older brother, Chris. So we're really trying to get him used to the fact that if he goes outside, either it's out in the backyard to use his little swimming pool, or outside of the house to go to the store or go to grandma's house or whatever, he has to have the suit on. And as you can see, there are 3 people there. I'm a 240-pound man. Wife's a full-grown woman. Alex is a 175, 180-pound young man. And it took all 3 of us, probably 5 minutes to get this suit on this kid. And the whole time, he's like a little MMA fighter. You got to be careful of his guard zone, because if you put your hands anywhere near him, if he's upset enough, he will bite you. And he will bite you hard enough to break the skin. And he'll bite himself, and he'll pinch, and he'll scratch. It is literally, you're in for the fight of your life. That's how intense it is. Now, you can see in the video, we tried it one way, and then that didn't work. So we had to go back to what we had worked for us in the past. I had to go back and get a chair, bring it up to the front door, and sit down and basically bear hug him, and can kind of hold both of his arms behind his back, so my wife and Alex could concentrate on his legs. And then once we got his legs inside, it was a little bit easier. Then we just had to get the suit up on him and then control his arms so he can't, pull the suit down. But the point of all this is that, when I say this is what it's like to get Max dressed, referencing the video I posted or I commented on, I'm not being funny or anything like that. I mean, it's the truth. That is exactly what it's like to get him dressed. I use the term, it takes a platoon of Marines to get him dressed, and it's just, it's almost true. He's a very strong, very agile young man, and it's not easy. So there it is. That's the video. That's the truth. That is the reality of our situation. And he's only one of our 3 who are autistic. Welcome to our lives. Thanks for watching. Yeah, if you want to see more, I'll be updating the site regularly as R4 Boys, O-U-R, the number 4, boys, BOYS.com. Thank you.